Coming home for me meant recreating that whole idea of where I grew up, the farm, the animals that were on the farm, the fresh vegetables that are available for consumption, and the idea of having your family around you 24 hours a day. And this is what this has become for me. I am actually the seventh generation of go-bears to farm in South Louisiana. And my father really wanted me to become a farmer with him. But I had other ideas, wanted to go to college and wanted to work in private business. I guess we always knew that we would end up returning back to South Louisiana, returning back to our family roots. It just took us a while to get back here. This is our idea of not only feeding ourselves and our close family, but our extended family as well. And this is what we're doing now. We're actually feeding an entire extended family in the Lake Charles area with the vegetables that we are growing here. We know that we needed to regenerate our soil because when we bought the farm, the first thing we checked was the organic matter level in the farm. When the colonists arrived to the New World in America, the organic contents in the soil was somewhere between 18 and 24%, depending on what part of the country you were in. This particular farm on the soil test yield 1.7% organic matter in the soil. So we realized we had a large job ahead of us if we wanted to produce nutritional food, because the only way you'll produce nutritional food is if you have healthy soil. We made a conscious decision to make our farm organic. The idea behind it is creating a biology and an ecosystem that will care for itself. Therefore, the animals, the manures, we have the ducks, we have the geese, all that consume insects. We bought in compost, we do a lot of cover cropping, we do a lot of mulches, and all of these things are adding organic matter into the soil.
So in RCS, our goal is to help people help the land. So far with Mr. Go-Bear, we've helped him extend his growing season with the use of a high tunnel, and we've also improved his irrigation efficiency by switching over to a micro irrigation system. I think Driftwood Farms is a great example of the benefits small-scale agriculture can have, right? The only thing about it that's small is maybe the footprint that it's on. A huge impact that this farm and others like it have is the knowledge share that is capable out here. It helps our producers address resource concerns that, if left unchecked, would have a large financial and labor investment to correct them. And then also it serves as an incentive for a producer to try a new conservation practice that they may be on the fence about.
On my father's farm, one of the things that we did farm was rice, because rice was traditionally grown in the southwest Louisiana area because of the very high water table.
Waterfowl habitat is disappearing, especially the Louisiana-Texas Gulf Coast. And what's good for rice is good for ducks. They go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly. Or we're in South Louisiana, so jambalaya and white beans. We are trying to make rice farmers as efficient as possible.
Lots of people grow rice here in Louisiana and Arkansas and in the South, but us at Jubilee Justice, we grow it in a non-conventional way, SRI, the system of rice intensification, which uses less water, and it helps contribute to the sequestering of these greenhouse gases that are being put off by rice production. Traditionally, rice farmers get 13 cents a pound. Doing specialty rice SRI style, you can get 80 to $1 a pound. That is one of the reasons that we wanted to bring the black farmers in on this economically friendly way of growing rice.
Part of the idea of the sustainable farm is to be able to keep the farm in the family and from generation to generation. My grandson will follow me out into the fields, and he has learned all of these techniques, and he decided to also major in agriculture, which means he's into the biology of the soil quite heavily. And we know that that biology of the soil is what's going to keep us alive and make us sustainable. The transition of this farm when I retire into my grandson's hand, it's the Creole tradition, it's what I grew up with. He is excited about his future here as well. So the future in farming and our young people looks good.